Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a chatty get ready with me. I have my Makeup Geek eyeshadows here and I haven't used these in ages. I really want to use this, it's hair in it, how is there hair in it? This purple shade here, it's called Masquerade, and as you can see it's crazy intense. It's one of their foiled eyeshadows, so it's going to be really intense and pigmented. But yeah, I haven't used it yet and I think it would be really pretty, so I'm just going to get right into it. I'm not going to do anything to my face. I'm going to do my eyes first because I've found that with some of the Makeup Geek eyeshadows, because they're so pigmented, I do get a little bit of fallout. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I know that I want to do like kind of like a warm crease with the purple eye, so we'll see where it goes. Before I do anything, I'm going to apply my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I don't use this all the time, but because I'm using the foiled eyeshadow, I just want to make sure that I have a really like intense base. I don't know, normally I'd have concealer on my eyelids, but because I haven't done anything yet to my face, I need to put something on my eyes. Before I apply creme brulee, I'm just going to take a little bit of my face powder and I'm just going to dust that over top just to make sure that my base isn't tacky. But that's also just going to help to conceal my veins and stuff. As I said, I'm going to use the creme brulee shade. Just going to pick some up with my blending brush and I'm just going to wash that through my crease. I want to start with these first because I have to pat on the foiled eyeshadow, so I want to kind of have a really nice crease laid down first. I totally just plucked my eyebrows too, so it's, well, yesterday I did at least, so it's definitely a good day to be filming because sometimes I film and I look back at the footage and I'm like, damn, my eyebrows are out of control. Then using the same brush, I'm going to mix Cocoa Beer and Bitten together just to get a little bit more of like a burgundy look to the crease. And I'm only taking a tiny little bit and I'm holding the brush right at the end so it's not very, you know, sort of intense or precise. I'm going to just put that into the crease. Just with nothing on the brush, I'm just going to go through my crease just to make sure that everything is looking pretty seamless. Hope that you guys can see what I'm doing okay. I've been accidentally playing around with the settings, like didn't mean to, but changed the settings. Hopefully it looks okay. I'm going to go in with the lighter shade in my palette, which I believe is called Vanilla Bean, and I'm just going to take that on the same brush and I'm just going to apply it underneath my eyebrow and then kind of blend over the shade, so it's just going to help to give a really nice soft gradient and also highlight the brow bone. For now I'll leave the crease at that, we might come back to it in a minute. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick up Masquerade on my finger. These have got like a really kind of interesting texture, like they're a powder but they almost feel creamy. Not like the Colourpop eyeshadows, but kind of like an in-between, between a regular powder eyeshadow and a Colourpop eyeshadow. It was definitely a good call not wearing any foundation because I can already see the fallout. So that's what it looks like. I don't really know whether the shades match, but we'll just roll with it. Keep going until it's finished and then I can decide whether or not I like it once I'm all done. I think I like it. Tell me what you guys think so far. I feel like things, oh shit, can you see that in the inner corner? Oopsie! As I was trying to say, I feel like makeup a lot of the time you think like, oh my god, this looks awful, and then you just keep persevering and then at the end you're like, actually it looks really nice. So hopefully it'll be one of those days, but I actually really like it. It's just like super bright, which I'm not used to. So now I'm going to go back in with Just Bitten this time, which is the kind of burgundy colour. It looks like I'm picking up a lot, but I'm like really tapping off that brush, getting rid of all of the excess, and now I'm going to very carefully just apply it over top of where the purple meets the crease, just so that it's a little bit deeper and a little bit more, I guess it's just the same sort of tone, although this is like a bright kind of violet purple. I just want to get more warmth in there, if you can see the difference. I feel like this side looks like it blends more than this side. I'm going in with a mixture of peach, smoothie and creme brulee, tapping off the excess, and I'm just going to continue to blend. This almost looks kind of like a little bit sunsetty. Also looks a little bit crazy too, but we're not going to talk about that. If you wanted to, you could really wing this out, but I don't like the way that winged like eyeshadow looks on me, just because I don't think it suits my eye shape. Then again, it's kind of like another process, back in with Vanilla Bean along the brow. I think that that's kind of good, so I'm just going to leave it at that for the eyes for now, and I'm going to go ahead and do my face, and then at the end we'll come back to the eyes just to do the lower lash line. Just to remove any fallout and just to kind of, I guess I'm just going to use it to cleanse my whole face. I'm going to use these Skin Food face wipes. I got sent these recently because I mentioned them in another video, so send me a bunch of stuff. So thank you Skin Food if you're watching. I really like these face wipes. These are really, really gentle, and I'm just all about the Skin Food, like the whole thing behind it. Like, it's really, really healthy. There's no parabens. A lot of the things are quite free of chemicals, and if there are chemicals, they're not bad ones. Like, I just really like their product range. Starting off with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, just to hydrate. Can't speak today. You guys can see the hydration on my face. And then I'm going to go in with my Elizabeth Arden Flawless Start Primer, which is, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you might have seen me mention it. It's basically the same sort of thing as the Professional by Benefit, but I do find that this is more hydrating. Not that I found the Benefit one particularly drying, but I find that this one doesn't dry out my skin at all, whereas the other one, if I had dry patches, I feel like that clung to it, whereas this just does not at all. And for foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Foundation in the shade 03 True Ivory, and to apply it I'm going to be using another one of my new XO Beauty brushes, the flat face brush, which I freaking loved this before, and I love it even more now because it's just that little bit softer, and I feel like this one's more dense, so it's just amazing. Definitely recommend. I'm really scared of getting sick this year because I'm waiting to get the flu jab, so I want to not get sick until after that, but I'm worried that this like congested sniffly nose thing is going to turn into like a full-on cold, but hopefully not, because I hate being sick and I hate taking time off of work. So, because taking time off of work puts me behind with my full-time job and also puts me behind with YouTube, because obviously I can't do anything when I'm not very well. So hopefully I don't get sick. For concealer, I'm going to use the one that I use all the time. It's the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Mine's in the shade Porcelain. Someone was asking me the other day. It's basically just the lightest shade that they stock, and I'm just going to apply this primarily underneath my eyes. I probably should go for quite a high coverage today because of the bright eyes, but I don't know, I just really like letting my natural skin show through. Some people will disagree, especially when you're wearing like a coloured eye. You should probably have like quite a lot of coverage, but I don't know. I just think I prefer my makeup when it's a little bit more on the natural side. Let me know what you guys think. I have put a wee bit more concealer on than I normally would just to try to boost that coverage. Just going to start blending that out. This is one of the old XO Beauty brushes. It's just called the blending brush. I'm not sure if it's been remade yet in her new range, but I'll try find out for you guys, because this is my favourite by far for concealer. I need to buy another one because I'm sure it's unhygienic only having one of them and cleaning it. I don't even want to admit how often I clean my brushes, so let's just move on. I kind of go through these phases with makeup where I'm like not really into it, and then I go through phases where I'm like, oh my god, I love makeup. I think I'm coming back into one of those oh my god, I love makeup phases, because I just haven't been wearing makeup. Like, I just don't have time to wear makeup, to be completely honest. But the other day it was photo day and I wore a full face with like eyeshadow and everything, and like I got like a ridiculous amount of compliments, and that sort of thing just sort of boosts me back, and I'm like, yeah, that makes me feel pretty good, people giving me compliments, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I think I'm going to start wearing makeup more often, which is good for you guys because I'll do looks more like this rather than like super natural. With my XO Beauty bronzer brush, this is the old school bronzer brush, I'm just going to take my powder, and I'm using the Fresh and Flawless by Australis, and I'm just going to pack that onto my face. You know when like a product is coming to the end of its days and it just crumbles everywhere? School has been so busy so far this term. I don't know why. This is normal for term 1. You guys tell me. I wasn't teaching in term 1, so if any of you guys are teachers, tell me. Is term 1 always busy, or am I doing something wrong? For my brows, I'm just going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown and my clear brow gel. I'm actually just going to go ahead and do that off camera because I'm sure you guys have seen it enough and it's pretty self-explanatory. If you want to know how I do it, I'll leave my everyday makeup linked off down below because I do it like that every single day. Whether it's like natural makeup or like intense makeup, I always do my brows the same. So I'm going to go ahead and do it off camera and then I'll be right back. So now that my brows are on, I feel more human. I feel like once my brows are on, my makeup looks so much better. I do need to go ahead and finish off the eyes though. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take Cocoa Bear rather than Bitten for my lower lash line. I'm just using it on an XO Beauty eyeshadow brush. It's just because it's the one that I have at hand, and I just put it on the very, very tip of the brush, and I'm just going to apply this into my lower lashes. Cocoa Beer is a warm brown, but it's not like a burgundy like Bitten. So just right in the lashes, not very much of it. And then obviously repeat on the other side. And then just with a slightly fluffier eyeshadow brush, I'm going to take Creme Brulee, which is this shade on the end. It's like a warm brown, but it's not as warm as Cocoa Beer. I'm going to just dust that underneath. Then with the other foiled shade in this palette, this one is called Magic Act, and it's just a kind of shimmery highlight colour. So I'm just going to take that on a brush. I generally don't apply these with brushes, but I'm going to use it with the brush this time because I can't really use a finger to get right in the inner corner. I'm just going to apply a little bit of it, or a lot apparently, just to that inner corner area, just to brighten. Obviously it looks crazy right now. Again, dusting out the brush, and then I'm just going to blend it into my lower lash line, and then just blend it onto the lid to blend in with the purple. Speaking of the purple, I'm just going to pick up a little bit on the brush, and I'm just going to like pack it right into my lash line. So I'm kind of turning my brush upside down and almost dragging that upwards, patting over the lid. It's just going to re-intensify the colour, using it to blend in with that highlight shade to make sure that it's not too, you know, golden. So I'm just going to use my MAC chromographic pencil in the shade NC15 and W20. Just going to pop this onto my waterline. As you can see, brightens the look up. If I was using something darker like a dark purple or a dark blue on the lid, I would tightline, but because I don't think it really matters that much because it's a bright colour rather than a dark colour. Now for mascara, I just want to rave about this for a second. This is the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Knockout Defining Lift and Fan Mascara. I don't think I've mentioned this to you guys yet, but I seriously love this stuff. Oh my god, it like, the first coat you're kind of like, oh, is that it? Like, it doesn't give you crazy amounts of volume, but the amount of curl you get from just one coat of this mascara is absolutely insane. Just now I'm applying the second coat, and that just, I think, makes my lashes look absolutely perfect. Like, I would not change a single thing about my eyelashes right now. I have been using this for like about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks, and I've been out wearing this like twice, and usually when I go out I'll wear like half lashes just to boost them, but I feel like with this mascara I don't need to wear lashes because I feel like they look fake with this. I'll try and come in a little bit closer at the end to wrap up and I'll show you guys, but oh my god, I love this mascara. For my face today, because this look is so intense, I don't really want to add any colour, I just want to keep the warmth that I've got going on from the crease. So I'm just going to use my favourite bronzer. This one has been discontinued or it was limited edition or whatever, but just use your favourite bronzer. I don't have any other ones near me. I've kind of like packed away my collection a little bit because it's just been really messy, so don't have any other stuff in reach at the moment, unfortunately. But I'm just kind of loosely applying this, not really to my cheekbones or underneath my cheekbones, just sort of over my whole cheek area, just because I want my face to look nice and warm. I feel like when I do intense looks like this, I don't really like to add any other colour, so I just stick to like nude tone. Sorry, my camera totally just cut off when I was doing my bronzer, but I basically just applied it all over my cheeks and around my forehead. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight, and today, because I am doing like a bronze kind of look with the highlight, I thought a little bit more of like a peachy sort of highlight might be nice, so I'm going to use Champagne Pop from Becca. I don't normally use this because I don't love it on my skin tone, but because I am slightly more tanned at the moment, I am going to rock it today. For lipstick, I was kind of umming and ahhing for a while on what to wear, but in the end I decided on this one. Now I think the shade was limited edition, but you can see it's kind of like that Velvet Teddy, like brown nude shade. This is Le Nude number 70 from YSL. I got this a while back, but I really, really love this sort of shade, and I thought that it's quite neutral, so it's not going to be too pink, not going to be too orangey, it's just going to be like a nude colour, and I don't like light nudes, so we'll give this a go. One of their Rouge Pour Couture lipsticks, by the way, if you were curious. I really love this formula. It's really nice and creamy, so it's kind of got like a slightly kind of like glossy finish to it. But this is the entire look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed something a little bit different on my channel. I thought instead of just doing like a regular smoky eye, I thought the purple would kind of amp it up a bit, and in the end I really love this. I don't know whether you guys tell me, do you think I need more on the lower lash line? I'm kind of divided. Like, I think if I wanted to do it more dramatic, I think it'll look better with a darker lower lash line, but I really like it. Please let me know what you guys think by commenting down below and leaving this video with a like if you did enjoy it. I love you guys so much. I'm not going to stay too long and blab today. Normally I do like a 5-minute outro, but I'm going to keep it short and sweet. So thank you guys again for watching. I love you all so very much, and I will see you all next time. Bye! Hey everyone, today's video is going to be a tutorial for Farmers Beauty Week. Farmers Beauty Week this year is running from the 14th of March, which is just gone, to the 20th of March.